What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B High Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing, DJ Toomp. What up, though, legend?
What up, sir? What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, feeling good, feeling great in this thing.
Back in here, our little increments are shortening up now.
Exactly.
Showing up a little quicker now, man.
But you done showed up with family in this thing, though, Toomp.
Oh, you already know,
That
man.
part.
All the way from VA, man.
Bink, super producer. Santorini, Devil in the Drake. Come on, man. What's good with it, boss?
Hey, man, I'm glad to be at the table.
Hey, man, we glad to have you off in this thing.
Yes,
Now,
sir. Yes,
when
sir.
Toomp hit me, he said, B, Bink is coming down. I need you to go over this discography so you can understand what's real. First of all, I already knew what the hell was going on when he told me.
You already know.
Second of
Straight
all,
hip-hop in all day.
I had to
Yes.
get a refresher course.
Right.
After I went through my refresher course, I realized we had a real deal goat in this thing, and it's only right for y'all to kick it with each other because both y'all some damn goats in this thing.
Hey, man.
Toomp, I need you to open this thing up, man. How did you link up with Bink, and what are your thoughts about this brother right here,
Let me tell you
man?
something, man. It's crazy because I knew the music more than I knew Bink.
Yeah.
To where it's like I look at credits, but then sometimes it's just I hear something be like, damn, it's a dope joint. Every once in a while you try to see who did it, but we end up meeting, just from all the music I heard, but we end up meeting at A3C.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is people was telling him, hey man, you met Toomp yet?
Years
And
prior.
mother was saying the same thing with me, man, you ever met Bink? And I guess once they kick it with it, they were like, man, it's a vibe that I get from each one of y'all is y'all similar, man. He's
Exactly.
like, he's VA, I'm Atlanta. I was like, you know what, man, I got to meet this guy one day. And
Yes,
without
sir.
even force, man, just Mother Nature, boom. We happened to be on the same panel at A3C, man. And
God.
boy, we have been joined like brothers ever since, man. We exchanged info, man.
Ever since his
it's dope.
pop, look, the crazy shit is even down to his father's house looked like the same inside as my father's.
It's the house he grew up in. Yeah, bro.
Bruh, he was talking on FaceTime. I said, "Is that wood panel on the back?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the
wood
panel.
Shit.
Little
I was
old
like,
John.
yo,
You talking about the
yeah,
wood
I'm
panel.
like the
Yeah.
same shit.
Yeah, the same
Crazy.
ones,
I
bro.
was like, that's crazy.
And that's them
right
houses built like early 1960s.
Facts.
Yeah, the
Facts.
same
But
design, man.
everybody would always come to me and be like, "Yo, you know Toomp? You ever met Toomp?" I'm like, "Nah." He's like,
Yeah.
"Man, y'all are like, to me, y'all kind of similar." I would always hear that all the time.
Yep.
Bink, can you take me to day one, though, man? What was it that made you start producing in this thing, sir?
Oh man, and that's the crazy thing with me. Like that was never my dream. Like throughout school, like it was never like I'm gonna produce one day. Like
Yeah.
I didn't get the bug until I graduated. And like after I graduated is when I was like, I think I can do this shit.
What equipment did you start with when you got in there?
ASR 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
But check though, if we going deep, hold on. So you saying high school? That means so you caught on later on after you even got out of school. So what were you doing? And were you in
DJing.
sports or what? What were you doing?
That was DJing.
Okay. Okay, DJing was
And I
first.
was playing sports.
Okay.
So it was just a natural evolution for me to evolve into producing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all. To me, all DJing does is train you to produce.
Yep. I agree.
At the end of the day, because you're learning. When you're DJing, you're like, okay, you know what record creates what vibe, what energy. So
Yeah.
when you're doing records, you're like, okay, I know where the energy need to be at because
Right.
shook ones feel like this or.
Come on.
You know what I mean? You feel me?
Okay.
So it's like it trains you how to bottle up certain energies
Yeah.
musically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I just think it was just a natural evolution for me.
What is it in that water in Virginia, though, man? Because there's a lot of talent that come out of there, too, sir.
I mean, I think we're a melting pot. First off, you know,
Okay.
we're a military driven place. Like it's just like Cali. Like
can see that.
everybody's there that ain't from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come to Virginia, it's like you got so many military babies. You know what I'm saying? Like they come from all walks of life.
Yeah.
So having all those different Air Force bases and shit, you got all these different guys coming from all over the world. So you would hear all these different music. Like, you know, I'm coming up, I'm listening to Magic Mike. You know what I'm saying? MC Shy D. That's what I say was crazy. That
Oh
he was
man,
down
some of
with
that Southern flavor. You hear that? Gee whiz.
boot the booty and all that.
Yeah, Clay D.
Like,
Shout out to Clay
Yeah.
D. Back around. Yeah.
all that was like, that's my junior high school,
Yeah.
elementary days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once we got to high school, you know, I was straight, you know, around, before high school, but high school was like Tribe Called Quest, EPMD, all them type. You know what I'm saying? So I got to high school in '86. So that's the thing about us is that we literally grew up with hip hop, like literally.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Hip hop is 50. I'm 52.
How do y'all feel about hip hop then, man? With y'all growing up with it and seeing playing major roles in it at the same time and
Yeah.
seeing where it's at now. How do y'all feel about it?
I love to hear your
Knowing
side
the
of that.
beginning.
I mean, to me, I just feel like there's no other profession that new people can come in and disrespect the culture as much. Like if you play basketball, you can't say I'm playing point guard and ain't got handles,
Come on.
but this is what you want to play.
Yeah.
And you need to understand, you need to get past I can't dribble, I can shoot. Get past that I can't dribble.
Yeah.
But when I shoot it, go in. It's like hip hop is like the very basic fundamentals of hip hop was just being on time and in key,
Yeah.
in sync.
Deep.
Come on.
That's just the bottom line principles of doing music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's just like with art. The basic concept with art is coloring inside the lines,
Come on.
right?
Yeah.
So now it's like everybody over the lines. Like nobody's coloring. It's like,
Yeah.
and they give it to you like
It's art.
Van
like
Gogh.
this.
And it's like, no.
Hey, and complain when they see a C or F. And I'm gonna tell you, speaking of grades,
Come
that's why
on.
sometimes I feel like we kind of guilty of not creating some type of I would say some academics under hip hop to where some studies to where basically like, and I always use this analogy, like you could talk to the average 17-year-old R&B singer and ask him who he's inspired by.
Yeah.
He may name somebody who he wasn't even on this earth to even know.
Yeah.
He might say a Sam Cooke because a lot of R&B singers know who their greats are.
Yeah.
Same thing when it comes to sports. Mike Tyson, when he tell you who he was inspired by, he saw those tapes on all those boxes that he named.
Yeah.
He wasn't old enough to see them live.
Come on.
Same thing with Kobe. He watched all the Jordan tapes.
That's right.
But right now, I would say from the 2000 and down, that may be the era of generation of hip hop to where they studied their greats.
Yeah.
Know the words to an LL song. You know.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't really old enough, but took time to understand it. But now this new generation, I done seen some comments that really hit me with like, okay, but you supposed to be this little producer on Instagram, but you trying to
You're
get on,
trying
but
to
you
be
don't
great,
even.
but you don't even know what the
You don't know who a
forefathers are.
Tup or a Bink or a Rico
Yeah.
Wade is, bro,
Yeah,
and you
but-
want to get into our culture.
But at the same time, bro, there's absolutely no excuse to be uninformed about anything in this day and age.
Right.
Fucking Google is right there.
But
I
they
can
so
Google you in
lazy.
5 seconds. I can
Yeah.
find out what I need to find out.
Yeah.
So I said the smartphone made them dumb.
Yeah.
That's how I feel because it's like, damn, like we had to go to the fucking library, bro. Like we had to
Yeah.
literally go do research and pull books and
Yeah.
We just got
Right, you know what I'm
magazines.
saying? Like,
yeah.
they-
Open up the CD and look at the
right. Like,
Yeah,
you
bro.
just literally
Yeah.
just say, "Hey Siri,"
Give you a whole
she gonna write it
dictionary
down.
on it.
Then
Yeah.
you be like, "Oh, dang, you know." Now you're
Yeah,
educated
man.
and you get it, but it's like these kids, the level of unconcern and to history is crazy. Like I've seen them ask kids who Malcolm X is, and they like, "Huh?"
See there.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's they don't understand that them not letting them teach Black history. They don't understand just how detrimental that is
Come on.
to us because you got a generation of kids now that don't even understand why they should be mad
Yeah.
Right.
or why
Or-
you should be unhappy with conditions that you in. Like they don't even know what
Exactly.
the
They got
root
nerve
of
to
it.
try to take it out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Right
Because
now.
that's what they're doing.
Or they don't even know what music is supposed to be doing. They don't know what they're supposed to be hearing. They don't know what a hit really is. They don't know it when they hear it because they're not being conditioned to it.
Nah,
I
that's true.
know
That's
when
true.
I heard a Bink. When I hear lights, camera, action, that's a goddamn hit. When I hear what you know about that, that's a damn hit.
And it's
you
been
know,
20 plus years and they still playing it. That's when you know.
See, I was
Yeah.
telling somebody the other day, the hits that you're getting now, they have to force the hit on you through programming.
Got to hear about
But
program. We always talk about that,
When you play
right?
that hit the first time in the club and you see the reaction, the folks
Action.
are going crazy, it's like, oh, that's a hit.
That's when you
See,
know.
these kids don't understand staying power.
Yeah.
They don't understand what staying power really is, and
Yeah.
and that's why I call Lights, Camera, Action My Planet Rock.
Ooh, that's hard, bro.
That's my Planet Rock
Yeah.
right there.
You know what? And I
Like
could
to
wear.
have,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? To have
Yeah.
a record like a Planet Rock, like,
Yeah.
or Before I Let Go, Frank, like, or Mary Jane Girl, like
Come on.
those type of records.
Classic.
No matter what year it is, every time you put it on, it's the same nostalgic feel.
Can you break down to me how the hell that record came about, though, sir?
Which one?
Lights,
Camera
Camera,
Lights, Camera,
Action?
Action.
Yeah, that's a smash, bro.
Truthfully, I had a group called Non-Brigade that was from Philly that I had signed to me at Elektra at the time. And that was one of our singles. The beat was.
Yeah.
And the other beat was All I Need from Blueprint. But unfortunately, one of my guys who was in the group was murdered the week who was mixing the album.
Yeah.
And it never came out. So Gene Riggins, shout out to Gene Riggins. She used to be head of black music over at Universal Records back in the day. She did all the marketing for Hammer, Nelly,
Yeah.
you know, all those people, Lost Boys, everybody. So she took me under her wing at Universal and took me in, you know, business meetings and, you know, strategy meetings and all types of stuff. And just allowed me to be a fly on the wall, which I ended up
That's
getting.
good.
Yeah, I ended up being an A&R consultant there, you know, eventually. But yeah, she brought me in one day, like, you know, I want to play you something, and she played me Cheeks' album, and it was done actually.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What you think?" And I was just like, "It's missing something." Like
Lights, Camera, Action.
I'm like
That tempo and
I'm just like Cheeks he's known for making you move, and
Yeah.
make you want to party. I said, I just don't hear any of those on the record. So she was like, well, you know, we don't really have a budget right now. We kind of the budget is done. I said, don't worry about the budget. I said, Cheeks is why I'm in the game. I slept on Cheeks' floor for 2 years.
My God.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck the budget. Like,
Yeah.
send me where he at. And I got him.
Yeah.
Straight to the business,
Yeah,
boy.
we'll figure the rest of this shit out later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to hit me in the ribs for me to reciprocate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's, to me, that was like, I felt proud to do that because I'm like, this man then had to allow me in his space.
Yeah.
Because I'm there with his wife and his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Type
Yeah.
shit. You feel
Yeah.
me? So I'm in this man's personal
Exactly.
It's space,
So
yeah.
There will,
That's what you know
there
is
would never
real.
be a time that he would call me and say he need a beat, and I'm like, I ain't got none.
No, yeah, that's for life. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
grandfather in
Yeah,
right
we
there.
locked in. Yeah,
Come
so-
on.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So I noticed you mentioned Philly. So the guys was from Philly, but then, so you was moving around more like in Philly and New York around that time mainly. Then, right? You was saying?
Nah, man, I was, bro. Once
Like
I-
how much was happening in your hometown? You know how a lot of people say
Zero.
shit didn't really take off until they left
Yeah,
their
zero.
hometown.
She
Okay,
was-
so you have one of those stories
Yeah,
also.
I
then.
was that barber that was sitting in his chair.
Wow, waiting for folks to come in.
Hoping somebody come get in my chair.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
You had to
But-
leave. You had to leave the crib.
Yeah,
to
but
actually,
at the same time, I did make my bones at the crib. Like a lot of people knew me
right.
Yeah.
for DJing.
Okay. Okay.
And then,
so
and
you was
then
already.
you know, because you gotta understand, back then everybody didn't want to have a label, so
right.
it was just an elite group of people that was actually freestyling, and
Yeah.
okay.
all those people knew me. But when I moved to New York, they all thought I was DJing for the Lost Boys, which was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they thought.
Can you speak on your relationship with Mr. Cheeks, though, man? How the hell did you meet him, and how did he feel comfortable enough to let you reside in his palace?
Yeah, that's
listen,
rare.
Listen, man, the dope world and music go hand in hand.
All right now.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
have.
Those
You know
are
what I mean?
facts.
So his dope, his guy from the street was Buck and L. Shout out to Buck and L.
Yeah.
Okay.
Butt naked. You know, they was down with Puff earlier.
Okay. Okay. I heard that name. Yeah, for sure.
My man was Lil D from Detroit,
Yeah.
and they knew each other from the street. But he had a producer, he had a rapper. They like, yo, let's introduce these guys. So
Yeah.
Cheeks was in Virginia at the time,
Okay.
down there for a while. So once they linked us up, we just started, just hanging out. You know what I mean, just doing records or whatever. And then he left, and I was in the crib one night. I'm looking at New York Undercover. That was the show back in the day when
Yeah. Malik
Malik
Yoba.
Yoba.
Malik Yoba.
Yeah, New York
I'm looking
Undercover.
at
Yeah.
New York Undercover, and I heard I think it was Lifestyles, and I was like, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, my nigga did it.
Exactly.
Like, yo, I get my phone, I call his grandma crib. I'm like, yo, is Cheeks there? She like, Cheeks is on the television.
Oh man, they ain't nothing like having that family
Yeah,
just
you know
so
what I mean?
proud.
So
boy.
they was watching it too. So I'm like, damn. So he, after that, he was like, yo, just come up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, my money ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no family up there.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna basically be like a turd in the punch bowl for real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm gonna be dolo.
Come on.
So, I was like, fuck it. It's, I'm tired of wondering what if at this point.
Come on.
It's all or nothing at this point. So I packed I DJ one night. I never forget I DJ one night, bro.
That's grown man shit, bro. We just hear that story, man.
Yeah.
So
A lot
when
of cats be, they pride get in the way of a lot of stuff, man.
I got off the phone. I finished DJing, man, probably about 2 a.m. And I called them. I said, yo, they were like, yo, we got a show in Petersburg. Meet us in Petersburg. I called Greyhound, got me a ticket, went to my crib. I left my DJ equipment. I left all that shit behind. Till not even came out to get it.
Damn.
4 pair of pants, couple pair of shirts, $400 from the gig.
Yeah.
I left.
My God.
Straight to New York.
Straight in well, Queens was the first stop.
Okay.
130, 131, South Jamaica, Queens.
And
That's
that
what
boy
you
still
see.
remember the damn
Come
address.
on,
That's when you
man.
know it's real.
Yeah.
That's hard.